Welcome to School Page Video Teacher. Tenth CBSE Physics, Chapter Reflection and Refraction of Light. After watching this video, you will be able to understand how are the images formed in a plane mirror and the difference between real and virtual images. By now, you should be familiar with the laws of reflection of light. Using these laws, let's describe the formation of image in a plane mirror. If an object is placed here, this object can be a luminous object or a non-luminous object. It can be a person standing here or anything kept here is an object. In front of a plane mirror, this is a plane mirror mm'. This is a reflecting side of a plane mirror, whereas this is the non-reflecting side of a plane mirror. So this object is giving out light in all the directions. For our understanding and to keep the figures simple, I would be picking out two rays of light coming out from an object, getting incident and reflected from the mirror. So the first ray of light getting incident on the mirror hits here. This is an incident ray and gets reflected. So reflected ray is here. So according to law of reflection, if I draw a normal here, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. The second ray of light hitting the mirror gets reflected in this direction. Again, if we draw a normal here, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. When we look at these reflected rays, they are diverging. They are not meeting at a point here. So let us produce these reflected rays behind the mirror so that they meet. So these are the produced reflected rays. They are meeting at a point here. A person looking into the mirror from this position sees the reflected rays as if they are coming from a point behind the mirror. That is how he is able to see an image of the object formed here. This is an image. When we look at anything in certain direction, light rays are coming out in that direction into our eyes. So for example, when we are looking in this direction, if this is the eye of a person, he is looking in this direction, light rays are reaching his eyes in this direction. If you are looking in this direction, light rays reach out to you in this. If you are looking in this direction, light rays reach out to you in this direction. So understand, very important, the image appears to be there in the direction in which the light rays are coming. So this is how the light rays are reaching the eye. That is how the image is to be seen by this person. Such image are called as virtual image. Virtual image can be defined as when a beam of light from an object does not meet at a point but appears to diverge after reflection, then the image of an object at that point is called as an virtual image. Let us try and understand the difference between virtual image and real image. Important point to be noted in understanding real image and virtual image is an image is formed when the light rays coming from an object meet or appear to meet at a point after reflection from a mirror. When we look into a mirror, we see our image in it. The image formed in a plane mirror is a virtual image. The image formed on a cinema screen is a real image. Now let's try and understand virtual image. If a person is standing in front of a mirror, this is a mirror and a person is standing in front of a mirror, a ray of light striking the mirror from this point of a person hits the mirror and retraces it back. Because a ray of light striking the surface normally retraces its path. That is, a ray of light striking a surface normally, then the angle of incidence is 0. If the angle of incidence is 0, we know that angle of reflection will also be 0. It is retraced in this path. Another ray of light from this point gets incident on the mirror and reflects back in this position. So this here, again, if we draw a normal, angle of incidence should be equal to angle of reflection. When we produce the reflected rays backwards, they meet at a point, hence the image is formed. So when we produce this ray of light and this reflected ray of light, they meet at a point and hence image is formed. We know that when the reflected rays meet at a point, an image is formed. So we can say that a virtual image is formed when light rays coming from an object appears to meet, but it actually doesn't meet, it appears to meet at a point. This is called as a virtual image. Real image can be formed when light rays coming from an object actually meet at a point after reflection. So the image formed on a cinema screen is a real image. So that is how we are able to see the images on this screen. The light rays actually converge to make the image in case of real image. But whereas for a virtual image, light rays do not converge, but they appear to converge at a point. That is how a virtual image is formed. Virtual image is just an illusion. It seems to exist, but real image actually exists. So let's see some of the differences between virtual image and real image. Virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen, whereas real image can be obtained on a screen. Virtual image is formed behind the mirror. Real image is formed in front of the mirror. Virtual image is always erect and upright, whereas real image is always inverted. These differences are very important from the exam point of view. So remember the difference between virtual image and real image. After watching this video, now you should have understood the formation of image in a plane mirror and the difference between real and virtual images. Thank you for watching. For more videos, visit our website videoteacher.schoolpage.me.